We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Turn up past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Get it! 70, Cougar 19! Ready,
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set!
Back to throw. Alvarado. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down.
Hawks 70, Hawks 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, 79 Broncos. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Alvarado. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Mustang 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Down to about the 37. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Powering his way forward. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Come on. Warriors 70, Panthers 60, Panthers 60.
Now a toss for Swift left side. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
His throw incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Ready.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
19, 70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Looking to throw. Alvarado. And he's got it. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
60 Bison,
Swift is going backwards here. Well, they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
on the double. 60 Maverick. Here we go. Check. Bronco with 79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to throw. Alvarado. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Texans 0.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Hall to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When you talk about this Jets defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson.
8-yard loss on the play.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Third and 19.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Texans send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Alvarado. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
70 Lions. 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. Alvarado. Taking in left side. It's Wilson.
Complete to Garrett Wilson. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Operating from the gun, Alvarado. He finds his man, complete. It's Carroll. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Like.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 Lions.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Down. Bronco 80. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Alvarado. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The Texans at 4-11 on the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, They're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And this one too low.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an en route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Panther Cougar 19. Ready?
They'll run the toss to Swift. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 23-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Ready, break. Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Looking to throw. Alvarado. And his throw here is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Get ready to spin, get ready to spin. Go.
Back to throw. Alvarado. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mason Taylor. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Oh, eh? 118. What's that?
Stroud looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
118. What's that?
Play action. Here's Stroud. He'll try to pick it up himself. And coughed it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Down the sideline he goes. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Dragon 60.
2nd and 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. Tony.
Here's Stroud. And got his man complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go. Viking 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Ready. Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding somewhere to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Oh, right. 18.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete. It's Jalen Noel. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Now Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Jets 27, Texans 17.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Check, check. Get up. Check, Panther. 70 Lions.
Once again, it's Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Ready? 19 Chargers.
Throw right side, looked in here by Besh. So the completion good for just 3. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? did not let him get downfield.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. He's still on his feet.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans team.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Jets 27, Texans 24.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Come on. Set. Viking 18. Debbie Lions.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
69 down. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
Operating from the gun, Alvarado.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. They'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Let's go now. Left it, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Alvarado. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays that need to continue.
DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Hall.
And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Following the fumble recovery, Alvarado. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
76-19 Lions.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Okay,
first down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. Alvarado. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession. But the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Alvarado. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
From the gun on 3rd down, Alvarado. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 18. That's it. Good.
They'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Looking to throw. Stroud. Caught here, right side, no. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
13 yards on the
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brevin Jordan with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in.
Yeah. You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
31.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Buffalo 18, Deputy! Deputy Lions! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Throwing to start the drive. Alvarado. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On the jump!
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Trap 60, trap all 80.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 45 yards. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. And, of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go, let's go.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Stroud working out of the gun. That's over the middle into the hands of Noel. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Oh, 18. What's that?
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Oh, 18.
Stroud out of the gun here. Open man is Collins. He's got it.
A gain of 17 yards. It's 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's tapped down.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Stroud. To the left side, finds his receiver Noel. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 20.
Stroud looking to change the play.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Here now, 3rd down.
118.
Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me,
I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Okay, break. Let's go now. Check, check, check. Cougar 19. Ready.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
19 tight. Broncos.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
At the 22-yard line.
Ready? Snap, snap, step. Ready? Bronco 80.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
At the 11-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets,
they get a 6th win of the season to go with their 10 losses.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long from Houston.